Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to hype myself up for this, because I wasn't ready. Sacrifices that we make for people that we love, and we can only hope that it is replicated, duplicated, and protected. I got some issues of my own, I got some trust issues, I got some insecurities about my capabilities. I got some friends that I miss, but I'm too proud for that. I'm pessimistic, things aren't always good for me. I got the world on my shoulders, I got my heart on my sleeves. Passing through airports with all this baggage that I got, and even sniffers can't detect the feelings that I got. That's why I write it in my songs, I'm hoping that you get it. I fell in love with the wrong chicks, I learned a lot from that. I'm always on the lookout like brothers of the night's watch. I'm always keep my focus on like an ant salad. Raymond Reddington, they'll never really figure me out, and I'll keep it real if you do it too. Promises broken. I was sort of like winging it at the end there. Thank you for listening. I think I'm gonna go with this version. The other version I sort of butchered it there. The Son of Karma podcast. Have a nice day, man. That's what I'm always trying to tell them. Karma is a mother. Hello there, my name is Metembe Thomas Chuma, and welcome to the Son of Karma podcast. Sorry for that. So, I didn't do the podcast with Tyrone because he's got the coronavirus and stuff, so he couldn't make it. But hey, we wish him well. We wish him a speedy recovery. We know the coronavirus can be a bit cruel sometimes, but I'm sure he's gonna recover well from that. So today on the Son of Karma podcast, first of all, I want to talk about Wesley Pipes, because a friend of mine asked me, who is Wesley Pipes? You see, Wesley Pipes is an American pornographic actor. Don't ask me how I know about Wesley Pipes. It was an internet search with a few of my friends who was just sitting there, and then we started searching stuff, and things went out of hand very quick. The friends know themselves. If they're listening to the podcast, they're going to leave the comments below. So moving on after Wesley Pipes, today I want to talk about lobola and all that marriage stuff, all that good stuff. This is what we're going to be doing this month on the Son of Karma podcast. Because what's the deal with lobola? Because I don't know, maybe there's a cultural, I think we've been lost in the cultural interpretation of what the lobola is. I don't think I understand fully exactly why the bride price is paid. I need someone to explain that to me, because if you put it plainly, and the thing at a certain point can turn into a business, because some people are blessed with seeds that produce many daughters, and then some people are blessed with, I don't know if they would consider it a blessing then, but like it'll be like, it's a boy. It's a boy. Come on, man. We don't have the cows. Where are we gonna get the cows? Do you know anyone with cows? And then like the kid is gonna be born, and then they're not gonna like him, and then he's gonna end up maybe, I don't know. I failed to come up with the story for that one. Sorry. I know that I disappointed you this time, but I'm gonna get it next time. As I was saying, I would say, I feel like this lobola thing, has maybe our elders, cultural elders, need to sit us down and then tell us exactly who started this, why they started it, and why we should continue doing it. Because there's certain chicks that I think about right now, and which is for me, because I just feel like for me, because with me, I have to admit first of all that I have questionable choices in chicks. First of all, right off the bat, I'm gonna admit that it's questionable. I don't know where it comes from. Because me with if I see the white chick with the tattoos and the piercings and the dyed hair, I immediately, yes, that is me. That is my mother. That is my wife to be. But then I don't know what exactly it is. Maybe I've got some issues that I need to work through. Yeah, because chicks like that have got more red flags than a Chinese New Year celebration. Yes, I said it. I've been banking on that joke for a long time. Yeah, feels good to finally say it. All right, so where was I? Where was I? Yeah, I was talking about the lobola. Yes, bringing back the ship. So I think I maybe it's my own personal feelings, that lobola wasn't really designed for the time in which we're living right now. Because maybe it may have had its reasons and justifications back then, but then right now it's now a different time. You check what I mean? Maybe yeah. I need to do research on this one. I can tell that I'm blank on this, but then leave the comment on the down below and then tell me what you think. Because for me, it feels like it is sort of got to a point. Because it's in some families, I feel like that may act as a justification for things like domestic abuse and other forms of abuse that are not domestic abuse, like verbal abuse, like physical abuse, like yeah, those are the only forms of abuse that I remember from school. I had terrible teachers in home economics, or maybe I was a terrible student. Either way, I don't really remember the forms of abuse. But what I can say, though, is that my point still stands. That isn't lobola in some cases doing more harm than it is doing good. I'm gonna have guests on the podcast where we're gonna talk about this. Maybe you're gonna so that you're gonna get more perspective on this, because mine clearly isn't well thought out. So as I was saying, that you marry, yeah, and then you think of this situation, right? Because do you get your cows back? Like, for example, let's say you marry a chick, you're in love, you meet a guy, let's start from top. You meet a girl, you fall in love, you're like, oh my god, this is the woman that I'm gonna be with for the rest of my life. You build a house already and you have a car, and then you're like, baby, come to my house, then you marry her or she marries you. Either way, someone gets married, the two of you get married, you spend a lot of money at the wedding, you spend a lot of money at the lobola, and she wants to go for a honeymoon, but you don't have any money for the honeymoon now, do you? And then you get a job, and then you continue working at a job every day, and sometimes you fail to answer her text, and you're not there at home all the time because you're working every weekend to provide and pay for the debts that you inquired when you were doing the wedding and paying for the lobola. And then she seeks companionship of someone else elsewhere. Yes, and someone else has to be elsewhere. There can never be another place that this someone else can be at except for elsewhere. She looks outside the marriage, and then one day you walk in on her and her companion doing some companionship, and you're angry, and then you go to the courts and you ask for a divorce. They're like, all right, fine, you get the divorce, but then she's keeping the house that you built, and you owe her money every month for maintenance for some reason that I still to this day do not understand. So, people, if you're looking to get married, my advice to you is go right ahead, man. Just do it. Don't care what anyone else thinks. Just do it, my man. Do it. Nothing in this world should stop you. Rastafari. I hope you enjoyed the track at the beginning of the podcast. This has been the Son of Kama podcast. Hope you have yourself a nice whatever this is.